Morning, where are we?
Riverside Reserve.
Riverside Reserve. Nelspruit. Sun's a
Bombela.
little bit in my eyes, so I can't really see. There's somebody trying to get in here, so let's just get out of the way. So basically we are in Mpumalanga, and this is our new event. This is event number 28 that I'm recording. You 553. And yeah, we're on our way to the Kruger Park. Don't know when we will be able to upload this video, but hopefully it will be soon. I'm gonna try and get it working on the cell phone. I've never done it before, so we'll have to see. Last time there was some problems with the editing. Hopefully the new update on the Insta360 Go app will be working a little bit better than what it used to. So yeah, the start is there behind us, somewhere up there. I'm not too sure exactly. We'll go and find it now. And yeah, new event. See you a bit later.
From 5. Just hang on. Okay. Okay, you guys ready? Timekeepers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
So yeah, we started running again at an uphill. This was one of the better difficult runs for me. I felt actually a bit stronger than what I was thinking I would. We haven't been training that hard lately, so we should actually be performing a bit worse. But starting this uphill, for me, 13-14 k's an hour is very fast, as I normally run about 12 k's an hour on flat surfaces. So yeah, doing heart rate climbing up. You can see there it's steadily going up. What's funny is the slope still says 0 to 2, which if it was definitely more than that, I'm sure about it. There it starts picking up to what I think it should have been. So interesting. We had a good start here on the run. Anita's ahead of me there, and as we all know, I've been having problems with my Insta360 Go's battery life, and unfortunately this one is no different. This event was no different from the previous. Also took me too long to finish, so the battery life didn't last to the end, but we got close. So you can see it's still going up, a little bit tapering down, but the hill just goes up. So looking at the map there, where we started, the first 2.5 k's out is basically all just uphill with some sections flattening out. But it's a beautiful route, very wide path, so there's plenty of space to pass. And the footing area is very smooth. There's a few little groovies and stuff like this where we are running up here this little steep hill. But it's manageable, there's no real danger, trip hazards. And we were going up at a steady pace. This is more the pace I was expecting to run up hills. So okay, let's speed this video up a little bit. Otherwise we're going to sit here the whole night. Going through the event, it was actually quite nice. I enjoyed it. As I said, I felt good. You can see some speeds there reaching quite high. Catching up with Anita. There was some flooding previously, so there was some wood chips being put on the road to absorb some of the water, which worked quite nice. Made it a little bit soft under footing, but it was nice. Not a problem at all. So we're running a little bit like on sand. but not bothering too much. So that was the 1K mark, or was it? So as usual, the speed and the information here on the camera display and Garmin from Insta360 doesn't really match up for some reason, and it seems like even if you match it up at the start, the end is off, or if you do the end correctly, then the start is off. At least this time the data was available immediately. I didn't have to go into Strava, so we got a heart rate monitoring display there as well, which we don't get if we do the Strava upload for the map and the speed and the distance. Clearly marked route. There was no issues about where do I need to go next or anything like that. And it's a beautiful sunny day, no wind, so perfect day for running. Not too cold or not too warm. And there we're going up the uphill again. As I said, for the first 2.5 Ks, that's basically the story. So we've made a little bit of a holiday break for this traveling. My birthday was coming up and I decided to go to the Kruger National Park for my birthday, which was in the middle of the week. So we traveled up to Nelspruit on the Friday, slept over there, and then we went to do the parkrun. And then we went straight from the parkrun into the Kruger Park, which was lovely. Fortunate enough to see quite a little game. I might add in a photo or two. Let's do that in the next parkrun. I think that's a good idea. So yeah, from the voiceover now you can hear that I've already been back from Kruger. And we stayed in the park up to the Friday when we left the top of the park called Kinder Maria, and we drove back down to Leidenburg for the Leidenburg park run next, which was this past Saturday. Got back home and uploaded the videos. I'm doing the editing now on Sunday, the 19th of October. And we're almost there at the top turnaround point. And then we've got the good news, downhill. Last little elbow. Almost back onto the route. I love these trail running routes. To me that's much nicer than running on road. And this is the downhill. So I was actually enjoying the run, as I said, and I'm doing quite a good speed down here. So I was actually hoping that the battery life would last on the Insta360 Go 3S, but unfortunately it did not. I also said last time that I might think of doing the upgrade to the Ultra. but the cost of it was just a little bit too high for me to justify. So the only way I can do the upgrade is to replace this Go 3S if somebody can buy that off me. So maybe I should start looking and putting it on Facebook Marketplace and see what happens. So we have the 3K mark here, approaching the split, maybe a little bit further on. Heaps of people coming in the opposite direction. And yes, we're doing good. 14 km an hour. As I said, it's not my normal running speed. But for downhill, I'm okay with that. I'll take that any day. Surprise hill. Took a little bit of a walk. Didn't expect to see a hill right here at the end. Oh, we're not even at the end, we've still got a K&a-half to go. Right, let's go again. Pick up the pace. The big advantage is there's no more runners coming from the front, so you don't have to dodge oncoming traffic. I was really struggling here to keep the pace. Heart rate 166. Just reached the 4K mark there. I think actually the markers on the route was also quite accurate. So the GPS matched quite well with what was indicated on the route for the distance markers. Here's the actual 4K, as you can see the distance is not matching up greatly. It's already 200%. Uphill that I run. And the last remaining minute of the video before the battery dies on me. So yeah, I'm seriously considering to getting the Ultra. It's the 360 Go Ultra. And this is the route map on Garmin. From the start to the end. 396 parkrun and just below the 60 score rating for my run, age category. Anita's video was right up to the end, so I'll put a link in here where you can look at her videos. and the last little uphill, and just over that we run down to the finish, which unfortunately the camera dies right about now.